What is going on, my friends? My name is Colin, semicolon, Brez. Welcome back to update video number 9, I believe. Today's going to be an interesting one. To be totally honest, I don't think I've made a whole lot of gold. We'll have to see. I know I've spent a shit ton of gold, and I've been kind of like, getting some new platforms set up for gold making and working on some new stuff. Um, so we will dive right into things. First things first, you can see on my druid here, my main, I don't have any males. This character has, in the past notoriously been my gold making character, or not my gold making character, but my auction house character. Um, but if you saw the last update video, then you'd know that I have a third account now. So I have a third account, and that one is exclusively just my auction house character. So popping over here, this is my auction house character now, and I just want to show kind of like what I've been doing in regards to spending so much gold. As I mentioned, I've been spending a lot of gold, um, and don't think I've made nearly as much. Well, I know for a fact I haven't made nearly as much, and this is kind of what I've been doing. So I've crafted, as you can see, I have a shit ton of the jewel crafting mounts here. So I just actually last night spent a couple million gold doing a restock on all of the different crafted mounts that I currently craft. So I crafted up 12 total of each panther minus the jeweled onyx. And then once I crafted all 12, I crafted, I think, 3 or 4 of the jeweled onyx. Um, and then we got 12 of the geosynchronous world spinners crafted, 12 of the depleted Kypyrium rockets, and 12 mechano hogs. So I did a lot of crafting last night for all of this, but it should be. I mean, the add-ons that I have were telling me uh, after all sales were said and done, it was like 300,000 roughly of profit. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's going to be profit regardless. Especially, I have expanded to 2 separate servers at this point as well. So all of these mounts I'm selling on 3 total servers, and so it's just kind of increased sales. Um, so I'm hoping to sell through all of those different mounts fairly quickly so that I can recoup some of those costs, and then kind of just keep going about that process. And ideally, I will kind of do what I did back in the day, as you guys have probably or are probably familiar with, like my gold making process for starting in December of last year. How I was just reinvesting everything I had up until the point where I had too much gold and I couldn't necessarily reinvest all of it. That's what I kind of want to do with these mounts. Is I would like to keep on reinvesting all the gold that I'm making to craft additional mounts, so that I can expand to even more than 3 servers, and ideally have just a big stock of mounts that I'm just consistently getting listed on the auction house, and maybe only have to do like a mount restock once a week if I have enough crafted. So that's kind of the plan. Um, and then on top of that, I've been continuing with the random not jewel crafting, engineering goods, zap throttle, atomic recalibrator, some of the different toys like portable party platter, the environmental emulator and centralized precipitation emitter. So continuing with those. I did also do a bag restock today. Some bag sales, always nice. It's been kind of a challenge, to be totally honest, just because I've been expanding to like multiple other markets, and with a third account, it's a lot to keep track of, and so I'm still trying to get kind of into the flow and comfortable with everything. So I imagine that as I progress, I'll get more comfortable with things and remember what different items I want to get crafted and send over. Um, and so I should ideally see some increased profits at that point. But one thing I do want to highlight that I haven't sold previously is the grand banquets of the Kalu Ak. So specifically with the recipe Growl's Veneration, um, that's not cooking. This is cooking. So Growl's Veneration. Essentially, I've been crafting up a bunch of these uh, by crafting the Thousand Bone Tongue Slicers and the aromatic seafood platters. and then also crafting salads on the side. And so this has turned into a pretty solid gold making opportunity. And then I also this morning farmed out the recipe for deviously deviled eggs. So I am also excited to begin crafting the deviously deviled eggs. It just seems like right now, in particular, the cost is just a little high. So obviously not worth crafting right now, but I know that this is a very popular item to craft and sell for profit. So that is absolutely something that I'm going to be looking into down the road. And I do want to do just a quick shout out in regards to some stuff that I'm going to have available. So if you've watched any of my streams recently, then you might know that I've been working on a spreadsheet, which I just dragged on screen here. So this spreadsheet is essentially going to be a resource that will tell you what's profitable in several different aspects. So I'm currently in the process of building it. That's why there's like two prices, like there's this prices on this screen and then there's also prices on this screen. um, but eventually you'll just be able to come in, you can update all the prices for whatever particular thing you're wanting to do, and then on this tab, it should just tell you based on the prices you input if a particular item is profitable to craft. Currently, I have it for prospecting and crushing. I also have an option for unraveling. I'm working on one for cooking. I would like to eventually add a little section for milling and possibly other things, like anything that like could kind of be calculated in the sheet. I would like to add it, and maybe eventually I add um bracer and enchanting shuffle. um so this is something that's going to be available to all of you. There's nothing that you'd have to do to get access to this sheet. It's not currently available, but once it is available, I'll be making a video and review how it works, and then it'll be accessible in my Discord. So um, yeah, just I guess something to keep your eyes peeled for. But let's kind of go ahead and empty the mailbox and see where we're at. So currently we have 716,000 gold. We have just under 200 mails to empty. First mailbox is 1.25 million. So we love to see that. Um, so yeah, let's hold on here. I'm gonna grab a handy dandy screenshot of that bad boy. Bada bing. All right, open all mail. Let's see how this goes. One thing I would like to do too is I need to get my TSM. Well, number one, I need to check and see if my TSMs are linked between my other accounts, or all three of my accounts specifically. Um, and then one thing I need to do is make sure that the gold ledger includes all of my characters that kind of are relevant right now, so that we can get an accurate count for how much gold we've got. But it is laggy here today going emptying this mailbox. It's kind of depressing. So it looks like the last 100 mails are not nearly as valuable as the first 100 mails, but um, that's okay. We're making money. And like I said, I invested several million gold just last night into crafting mounts. So it's very much so, like, over time we should see a big payoff. So I've kind of invested a lot of my gold into kind of getting started on new servers. Um, but like I mentioned, that should ultimately result in a significant payoff down the road, I think. Um, I can't believe it's taken so long for me to empty my mailbox here. It's just really lagging. But looks like about 2.5 million gold. So yeah, we looted 1.7 million out of that mailbox, putting us at 2.46 million gold currently. So let's have a look. I don't know what characters this does and does not include. Um, okay, so this is saying we have 4.7 currently. That's probably pretty accurate. Um, I don't know. I'll definitely have to go through because there's a lot of characters on this selected thing. I don't think I want to have all of these characters selected to get an accurate count for gold. But we're obviously, when we look at past update videos, we're obviously down. And I've credited some of that in like the last update video in particular. Um, some of the reason that we were down in terms of gold was just some of the giveaways I've done on stream. But last update video, we were at 7.9 million, and this video, uh, just shy of 5. Um, so we're kind of working the other direction right now, but I think I think it's okay. All right, so looks like my other account got disconnected, so we're gonna bring this up here, and then we just have the 2 additional servers to take a quick peek at for sales. One of them is Illidan, and I know Illidan has actually been pretty solid in terms of sales for me. Um, a lot of the stuff I've been selling on there has actually been selling, so that's been really nice to see. Um, and then the other server is Mal'Ganis, but Mal'Ganis has not been treating us too well, to say the least. So I might look at possibly changing out of Mal'Ganis. Um, I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt to continue to list stuff on there, but it seems like with Mal'Ganis, maybe to be more successful, I would have to be a little bit more active on the server in terms of cancel scans, post scans, that kind of thing. Um, but I'm not totally sure yet. So let's see. Okay, no sales, but let's see what we've got in the mailbox. It's just like 300k, not quite. 270k on Illidan, putting us up to 293k. Uh, I'll take it. It's a token, so yeah. I mean, I'll certainly take that. Um, And then lastly, like I was saying, Mal'Ganis hasn't been too good to us. But I'm really excited for what's to come, especially now that we've kind of started taking a look into cooking. And shout out Ludochi for the cooking tip. He kind of put me onto it in Discord. So yeah, shout out to you. I appreciate it. Definitely been making a profit off of your suggestions so far. So 108k on Mal'Ganis. So like I said, I mean it's not terrible, but it's certainly not great. But it's pretty much free money, free profit, right? Like it takes me just a few minutes to get the mounts crafted, and then I'm just logging on here once a day, cancel scanning, post scanning, and then moving on with my life. Um, so so yeah, that's kind of where we've been at, what we've been doing. Um, as I've mentioned several times throughout this video, I do stream twitch.tv/semicolon23. You can also find my stream on here on YouTube. I do giveaways kind of at random. I definitely want to do more, and I'm going to do more. That might include. I've gotten a couple of suggestions that a potential good giveaway option would be, where we could just like whoever wins and myself could hop in Discord and chat for a little bit, and we could take a look at your gold making, and maybe I have some suggestions for things that you could do to improve your gold making. And then obviously other giveaways, material things like gold potentially if you're on NA, or battle.net gifts, so maybe War Within or pets, whatever you'd want. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at giveaway wise. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find some sort of value in it. Um, really looking forward to season 4, which is just around the corner, I think, and the profits that are going to come with that. If you've been experiencing a lull in your profits, I think everybody has, especially if you sell in the commodity market. Don't sweat it. Once season 4 comes out, it'll be popping off again. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you could like, you could subscribe, leave a comment if you want. Let me know what you thought. Um, but yeah, stay happy, stay safe. We'll catch you next time. See ya.